For hours, she was just another victim in a brutal New York City hit and run.
Today, we're taking a moment to remember a face that, for so many of us, was a huge part of our childhoods. We're going to talk about the life, the incredible career, and the truly tragic passing of Kianna Underwood, an actress who left a mark on an entire generation.
You know, this quote from a fan tribute online, it just says it all, doesn't it? It really gets to the heart of why this news has hit so many people so hard. It wasn't just about the characters she played. It was about the joy, the inspiration she brought into our homes. So let's take a closer look at what happened.
The news has been absolutely shocking. Former child star Kianna Underwood has passed away at the age of just 33. For anyone who grew up watching Nickelodeon in the early 2000s, you know Kianna was a cultural touchstone. She was one of those familiar faces that really defined that whole era of TV. So, to really understand the weight of this loss, we need to go back and look at the tragic events of January 16th. We're going to walk through the facts as they've been reported, and we're going to do it as respectfully as possible.
It all took place on a Friday morning. The location was the Brownsville neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York, and that's the setting for the tragedy that was about to unfold.
And the time, just before 7 in the morning, 6:49 a.m. That's when police responded to a 911 call. It's such a stark, precise detail in what became just a devastating story. Here's the terrible sequence of events. Kianna was crossing the street near Pitkin Avenue when she was struck by a vehicle, described as either a black Ford SUV or maybe a gray sedan. And what happened next is just horrific. She was dragged for nearly 2 blocks. The driver never stopped. They fled the scene. By the time emergency services arrived, she had suffered severe trauma to her head and body and was pronounced dead right there.
But we can't let this tragedy be the only thing we remember. So let's shift gears for a minute and remember the incredibly vibrant career Kianna Underwood built. She was so much more than a headline. She was a performer who brought so much joy to so many people.
Her journey started early. She voiced the character Fuchsia Glover in the beloved cartoon Little Bill for 23 episodes. Then her career just exploded between 2004 and 2005 when she joined the cast of the iconic Nickelodeon show All That for its final season. But after 2005, she made a really conscious choice to step back from the spotlight and follow a much quieter path. And her versatility was just incredible. I mean, think about it. She was a natural at sketch comedy on All That and a fantastic voice actor on Little Bill, but her range went even further. She had a role in the film The 24-Hour Woman, and she had this powerful stage presence as Little Inez in the national tour of Hairspray, a truly multi-talented performer. Of course, behind that public persona was a private person, a daughter, a friend, and there's a whole community that is now grieving this immense loss. Let's look at that personal impact and the just incredible outpouring of love that has followed. It was actually her father, Anthony Underwood, who shared the heartbreaking news on Facebook. In his message, he, of course, understandably requested privacy for their family as they try to navigate this unimaginable time. And the public reaction was just immediate. Tributes poured in from fans all over, remembering her as a cherished part of their childhood, as an inspiration, and as a reminder of simpler, more joyful times. Her passing made it crystal clear that to so many she wasn't just a name in a headline, but a beloved face with a story that really meant something. So what is the lasting legacy here? Her story's about more than just an actress, right? It's a really sobering reflection on fame, on memory, and on the actual people behind the personas that we all grow up with. The applause fades and the shows end, but the people remain. Kianna's story is such a powerful reminder that child stars are real people whose lives continue and matter long, long after the cameras stop rolling. And that really brings us to a final thought. Her legacy is kept alive in our memories, so it prompts a question for all of us. As we reflect on her life and all the joy she brought, how will you choose to remember the stars who helped shape your youth?